What's up, everybody? My name is Shannon and I am still waiting for my Satyr, and today we are talking about Wicked Saints by Emily A Duncan. So I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I remember almost nothing from this book except for the aesthetics. I read this book and then I tried to make a video for it. I watched it back and it was horrible. So I'm trying to do it again, but the whole reason that first video wasn't good is because this book left almost no impression on me, which is really disappointing. I really was excited about reading Wicked Saints because I heard that it was taking place in this like Eastern European type of fairy tale. It's marketed as a blood-soaked fairy tale. We have this two sides of the war. One is very holy and trying to uphold the ways of the gods. They have this very powerful cleric girl. And then on the other side, we have this kingdom full of heretics. They use blood magic. There's this crazy, creepy, dark cult going on. And that's where we have, our Prince of Darkness. And we have this monster boy who's part of the cult. Like, I loved all of that. The way that the characters were set up, the way that the imagery was being introduced, everything was so beautiful. And especially, I do remember the climax of this book because it was gorgeous. It takes place in this church and there's all this stained glass and there's all this blood and it's really beautiful. But story-wise, there's just really nothing here. We're trying to kill the king for reasons, and we have kind of a love triangle maybe being introduced, but more than anything, I felt like the romance actually bogged this book down. We do have a really awesome monster husband romance, and I really loved it. I think Emily A Duncan did a really great job with it, but it gets kind of lost and it kind of muddies up the plot a little bit. We have our main character, Nadia, who is, she's trying to come into her own. She was raised by the church. She doesn't really know anything beyond what the church has told her, and she's going on this journey trying to, save her country. She wants to kill the king. She meets all of these people from the rival kingdom, and she starts to learn that maybe things aren't quite what they seem, and I really loved that. I really loved her kind of, her eyes were being opened. It was kind of this coming of age story for her. She falls in love with somebody from the other side. Like, that was all awesome. But this book is about three characters and it's told from two perspectives, because we have Nadia and then we also have Prince Seraphim, who's not the love interest, but I have a feeling that's where we're going eventually. It feels like we're setting up a love triangle here. And Prince Seraphim's story is all about him, being broken down and finally seeing like the corruption within his kingdom and kind of deciding that he wants to kill his father as well. And on the surface, this is all amazing and I love all of it, but it just didn't work together. I have no idea why Nadia goes from point A to point B. I don't know how it mixed in with Seraphim's story. And when it all comes together, it felt like, she was playing with this idea of like fate and destiny and they were meant to come together and it's all cool. But just reading it, there wasn't really much there. I will probably not continue on with this series. I'm hoping that since this was her debut, that maybe it will get better with time, and as the series goes on, it might pick up a little bit. That has definitely happened with other books that I've read, but it just didn't really grab me. Like, I do want to see art from this book. I would love to see more of it, but I just feel like it needed another go at the story and needed another go at the plot. I'm normally like a character type of person, an aesthetics type of person, but in this, it just wasn't enough to keep my attention. So I am giving Wicked Saints a D+. I think that there is definitely a lot of potential here. There's definitely something to be said for it. I will not continue on with the series. Maybe if I do, you'll definitely find out, but I really wouldn't recommend checking this book out. It's interesting. If you want to give it a go, give it a go. Maybe I'm just totally blind and I have no idea what I'm talking about, but it just really fell flat for me and was kind of disappointing. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to hit that like button down below and don't forget to subscribe so you can talk books with me every week. That is everything I got for today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!